thoughts are wicked, vivid, transmitting twisted images. A scripted synthesis printed upon the ears of witnesses. I travel distances, stimulating the brains of ignorance, slashing the veins of insolence, smashing the drains of racial difference. I paint a picture of starving humans in villages, on walls of businesses who promote abusing their privileges. Corporate linkages kill quicker than sword swing, it's ridiculous. War's a thing our kids lord seeing in cinemas. Desensitized, who's got control of what we televised? Sex is emphasized in front of eyes who fail to recognise. Generalised among the populace like pesticide. I'm here to rectify the specified with text to sterilise. Generalised, you can't run from the real. The genocide of the indigenous, too tough to conceal. We still federalised, chained to media handcuffs, pictured as bad just to bury blood on this land, but I'ma testify.
Our forefathers really put in the hard yards. Kids get around still thinking they're hard ass. Half ass, half glass, kids with their half heart. You gotta figure the bigger picture is large, with the diggers on the trigger and a sergeant in charge, all aboard of a barge, charging for the trenches, on the offensive, breaking down defenses. I know you wanna go and rob them for their pension, just a piss weak actor, hence to mention. Why do you think that we live a life of freedom? The land of milk and honey is a product of I'm bleeding. So pay respect where respect is due, cause many gave their lives in respect of you. I sometimes get the blues when I reflect my views, cause they're protecting us, but who protects the troops against the militias and the terrorist groups?
Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind. Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind.
This is a real grease machine feeding off your blood and sweat. It's like a relationship without the love and sex. Just a young slut that only ever fucks with your head. You going home with nothing but still stuck in the debt. Drunk in the mess, enslaved with your dreams and visions, but they'll never break the SPX team and mission. We ain't patriotic, dying for a greedy business. Our loyalty's low in every human being and living. The IMF created the biggest illusion of man. The concept of money, what you wouldn't do for a plan. They make you forget about your soul, your crew and your fam. Think about how much you seem now pursuing your scam. A better job, get you a third, more juice in the can, but the cost is double trying to put food in your pan. But you do what you can and make fair with what you're living with. I beat the system, rep it to a bare minimum.
We got volcanoes, earthquakes, tsunamis as well. Armageddon's looking fucking good in 2012. But are you forgetting that's when you go to heaven or hell? Have you prayed to your gods when you're full it to yourself? Yo, I believe in Jesus, man, I don't think it'll hell. I don't think he can see past the pounds that I sell. But what comes around goes around on my fucking carousel. This is archery shit, bitch, so get your arrows out. Old school warfare, yeah, but a new level now. I crumble with my chest out to put my best in. Crims keep doing crime, pigs keep arresting. Hip-hop is my life, sometimes it's testing. Sometimes I wanna be free like sea eagles. It seems everything I do these days is illegal. What do I gotta do to release me from this evil? Charlie Chim scratch my back with the turntable needle.
They know how we do it for the people. Yeah, you know how we do it for the people. Do it for the people. People and yeah, you know how we do it for the people. Do it for the people.
Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind. Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind. Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind. Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind.
This is for the fallen farmers, forced to water, supporting the martyr. Surpassing borders, our dearly departed, slaughtered regardless. Me and my tide has been exploring till deported, discarded. Pulled apart and restarted, the thought of war is imparted by the sergeant. Orders for his court and torture garden. Pardoned by the laws formed before them by their fathers. Driven by ideas at their modern day martyrs. It's just a laugh, but hey, we invaded our neighbours for the sake of Mercedes. But the opium raids don't make it to the papers. Look at London, what's it gonna take to make you change it? What's it gonna take to make you see the world is sick of raging? I'm dedicated to peaceful resignation, synchronized in place with my patience, as I stand face to face with the faceless, and I see a haters trapped just in the matrix.
Upon my doorstep there's a picture of my mind. Upon their doorstep there's a scripture for the blind.